Hello, friends, and this is the third video of today, but it may end up just being the second video because it may just be that I'll just do the Mayan card reading, which I feel was really good today, but I say that a lot. That was really good. But then this is the tarot card reading, and we're going to stay with a pattern of pulling a card for the past, present, future to kind of find out where we're at in the moment. And so the card for the past is the Six of Discs, and the word on it is success. So this is what we've been working with. So the past is what we've been working with, and maybe have gotten it on some level, but they're all happening. The past, present, and future is all now. Now is what is, and a continual experience of nows. So the Six of Cups. So the cups are related to emotions, and I've begun to notice that the sixes are kind of good numbers to get related to anything. Our intelligence, our finances, our imagination, our emotions. Six is a good number. The Six of Cups is pleasure, and this card represents emotional pleasure that is healing, like the copper cups. So there's copper cups in the picture. And it's revitalizing, like the orange lotus blossoms. And renewing and regenerating. So the past, which is now, but the past has to do with kind of taking care of ourselves and kind of bringing ourselves into a better place on all levels, although the cups relate to emotions. When we deal with ourselves properly emotionally, it helps us physically, mentally, and spiritually. So even though they're talking about we've when I get the card for the past, it means kind of good job. You've been doing some good work with this area, taking care of yourself. And it talks about emotional pleasure that is very deeply nurturing. And it's symbolized by the astrological aspect of Sun in Scorpio. Scorpio is the astrological sign that experiences life at very deep levels. Um, so that's what we've been working with. We've been working with this emotional pleasure coming from really taking care of ourselves better in the more recent past than maybe we did prior to that. That was the last 4 years or whatever. So that's the past card, and I'm going to go to the page of the next card, which I have intelligently marked so I can get to it faster and not be looking for it for an extended period of time while you're like, can you get on with this reading? Okay. So what we got for the present that we're working with is the Four of Trumps, which is the Emperor. And so for the present, what we're working with is, there's a quote from the Tao of Leadership by John Hyder, which is, and he wrote, enlightened leadership is service, not selfishness. So we can ask, and this isn't written here, but we can ask, do we feel like we have enlightened leadership that's involved in service, not selfishness? The leader grows more, and lasts longer by placing the well-being of all above the well-being of self alone. So the emperor represents the universal principle of power and leadership. The symbol is the pioneer, the leader, the builder, the doer, and the visionary. Like Aries the ram, the emperor is the explorer whose curiosity and initiative is always on the forefront of human experience. He is the traveler with the globe in his hand, who has the ability to make things stable, solid, and secure for himself and others, the coins on his throne. We're in a time where it's going to take leadership of ourself. We're going to need to be the leaders in our own lives to figure out how to work with things as they are in the best way possible in service to us as a group. How can we navigate these things together, these changes that are occurring, and how can we support ourselves emotionally to get to Six of Discs, which is about emotionally supporting ourselves successfully so then we can help others emotionally support themselves. And we can emotionally hold them as they're navigating their emotional waters. And water is also the symbol of the emotions, and that's why the cup is the symbol of the emotions, because it holds the water, which is the symbol of the emotions, which is all about myths. And, you know, the myths, it's hard for me to say certain words. Myths is a hard one. The value of myths is that it gives us a larger image feeling of what we're doing. What's our quest? Why are we here? What are we here to do? And what do we need to do that thing that we're here to do? And again, from the Mayan calendar, I think it was, where it says, are you listening to the higher realms? Even if those higher realms are within you, are you listening to that deep self who is within and feeling the peace and calm of that deep self? That's helping you to navigate the emotional waters, keep your boat afloat. And there may be a lot of keeping the boat afloat energy going on. We're in the last year of the spiritual cleansing. There may be a lot of keeping the boat afloat and discovering people that have done whitewater rafting before and notice what they do because you're still alive. Okay, so what's this going to lead to? So we had the Six of It's interesting. So I read this backwards. But it still could be significant to you. My reading it backwards may not have been a mistake. But I went to read the future, which was the Six of Cups, which was the emotional pleasure. So that's what we're moving into, is feeling really good about ourselves. And what actually was the past, the card of the past, was the Six of Discs, and it's about success. So really, I think they can be found in either place. Past, present, future is really all now. And success and emotional pleasure both seem to be fairly good things. My apologies for reading it backwards, or for life causing me to read it backwards, because that was significant for somebody. Maybe me, who knows. But the Six of Discs is success, which is a symbol of physical attainment and accomplishment. The astrological aspect of this card is Moon in Taurus, And the symbol of accomplishment or productivity is Taurus. So the symbol for productivity is Taurus, the sign of Taurus. So if you are a Taurus, you can, think, yeah, I'm a symbol of productivity. Or not. The symbol of accomplishment or productivity is Taurus, and deep inner satisfaction is represented by the moon. Or there is a deep desire at a subconscious level, the moon, to have some very tangible, productive results. This card contains a formula of success, which is represented by the 6 planets with the planetary astrological symbols within them. Saturn represents the successes is achieved through discipline and step-by-step procedures. Jupiter reminds us that success is achieved by being open and flexible to options that we may not have entertained. So kind of visions, ideas that we haven't entertained before, and to opportunities that present themselves. Venus reminds us that success is attainable as a result of following what has heart and meaning in our lives. The moon reflects that success is attainable if we will stay in our authenticity and truth. Be impeccable with our word. Do our best. Don't take it personally. Mercury, the planet of communication, reminds us that success is attainable if we will organize our communication so that context and timing are all aligned. And Mars reminds us that success is attainable if we will put consistent energy into personal and professional issues rather than to expend marathon energy or inconsistent energy into our life situations. Blah, blah, blahs. Okay, so that was an interesting reading, and I think that will be enough for today. And I hope I haven't overwhelmed you by the amount of information that came in over the last couple of days. I've actually gone through it, and I found it to be very useful for me. And if it just seems like too much, then it's not necessarily for you. But if you do find yourself listening to one of the videos and going and feeling like, oh, that was really helpful, that really changed things, mention in the way it was helpful and it changed things. Because the things that we write as comments are sometimes helpful to the next person, like, oh yeah, and that happened for me. And to kind of end this one video, I'm just going to tell you of a text message that I've received. So I received a text message last night, and I received it late. The person is on the East Coast, and I'm on the West Coast, so 3 hours difference. And I didn't have my phone, and when I was going to bed, I saw my phone, and are you available for a session? And I wrote back, and I said, well, it's probably late for you, but I would be available for a session. And then the person had probably gone to bed. And I got a text this morning saying that, yeah, everything went really well. They told me that they had gone to my channel, and there was a particular Hathor sounding video that they had found had made a lot of changes the last time they listened to it. And so they went back and listened to it kind of on repeat for a while until they felt everything just kind of opened up and expanded, and the body started working better. Now, if you can, there's two sides to this coin. So the coin is about finances. So the two sides to this coin is, I receive coin from people who have healing sessions with me. People that go on the video don't send coin. This is fine, just to let you know. That if you watch a video and have a powerful healing session, your coin is write a comment and mention it. Because this creates this powerful thing. So healing is a powerful thing. And I only, since it's been kind of completely energetic in the last 2013, 11 years, it's just been energy work. Since it's been just energy work, all of my clients have come from referrals. The majority of my clients I've never met. So people tell their friend, well, I'm having this experience going on, and their friend tells them, oh, you should have a session with Steve. And then the person sends me a text message, could you tell me what you do, whatever, and then I have a session with them. But almost every time the person says, well, my friend so-and-so gave me your name and number, and that person had a powerful healing experience with you in a session. I would like that. So they're stating what they want. They want a powerful healing session. And they get it. And would they get it if people were coming to me because I advertised? Like I said, oh, I'm this healer. I do this healing stuff. All this great stuff happens. No. I have salespeople, people who have great things happen. And then they tell their friends, you really ought to have a session. And then they have sessions. So, people who have sessions with me and can't get hold of me, then they just go to my YouTube channel and have a session with me, because many of the healing sessions are just basically the healing sessions are the words that I say, the fields that I set up, and then I hang out with people working with the field of relationship where they just release the stuff that's in their way. And once they let go of it, like the client did this morning or last night, where she listened to the video of the hot doors sounding, and she listened, and then she just felt this expansion, and then everything felt better. So, think how, for me, how much time I have and how I want to allocate that time, what I work with in my day, and think how lovely it is for me, whose intention on this journey is to assist in the healing of people and the planet, when that can all be taking place while I'm sweeping off the porch. It's pretty cool. So anyway, have a lovely day. May these tarot cards and these Mayan readings, may they be helpful to you to change, because really, if you want things to be different, you have to be willing for them to change. So best of luck with all of it, and I'll probably be talking at you soon. So have a lovely day. Now let's go.